Hi friends, welcome to WebChamp. In this video, I'm going to discuss how we can send Outlook emails using VBA. So VBA is a Visual Basic for applications, which is developed by Microsoft, and we can use that language in Excel to automate our works. Let's say I have to automate the email sending task. So what I can do, I can go to the developer tab. If you don't see the developer tab, you can go to the file and then options, and inside the options there is customized ribbon, and in this you can see here it is a developer tab. You need to enable this and then say okay. You will see this option here. Now once you come to the developer tab, you can click on this Visual Basic. So this will open the VBA editor. Okay, so this is VBA editor. By default it will create one module. If you don't see a module and all here, so you can go to the insert, and from here you can insert the module. Fine. So if you want to rename the module name, you can go here and you can rename the module name, and I will say send emails. Okay, this is what my module name. Now if you want to write a code, very first place what you need to do is you need to create one block scope. To create a block scope in VBA, what you need to do is you need to use this sub and give the name. It is very similar to the function, and I will start with this. So if you say sub send email, so this will be your name of the sub procedure. Okay, and then it is the end of sub procedure. So you have to specify start and end. Inside of this block, whatever the code you write, that code will be identified by this name. So this is must. You need to write must. Now what we need to do is we need to create we need to access our system applications. To access the system applications, obviously we need to create an object, and to define the object, we in VBA we use dim Outlook app as a object. Okay, so this is what variable I'm going to create, which is of type object. Then I will say Outlook mail as object. Okay, fine. I have created two objects. First one is for the application, to access the applications, and obviously once you create the objects, but meaning once we create the variable, okay, we need to assign value. So here what we can do, we can use set keyword to assign the value for any object, and I will say set Outlook app is equal to, I have to say create object, and what is the application name, so you have to pass the application name like this, Outlook dot application. Okay, this is the name of application, and here you can see that class as a string. So it says as a string, meaning you have to pass the data in the form of text, and that's why I used a double quotation. Now once you create the Outlook application, another object we have created, that Outlook mail. Outlook mail is equal to, and then we can use whatever the application we accessed, Outlook app dot. Okay, so to create a mail, what we need to do is we need to say create item. So these are the built-in methods we are using. Okay, and if we specify the 0, that means it will create the new email. Now once we create the Outlook email, we need to set few properties, and to set the multiple properties, what we do is we use with block. Okay, once we start with the with, we can say start, meaning end with. Once we started with, we need to end, and in between that, if you have to place the dot and write the properties of email. So I will say to I will say Brahma, but okay, I'm using my Gmail address. So this is what my Gmail address. Okay, so here, okay. So in case of VBA, we need to use double quotation. And next property I'm creating as a subject. So I will say test. Instead of test, I will say demo email from VBA. Then if you want to write a body, you can use body, or you can simply use the HTML body also. But if you define HTML body, what you need to do is you need to write the HTML code inside a text by writing like this, HTML. But I think I can directly use the body also. So I will specify dot body, email body, and let's say, okay, this is test email. Okay, this is test email. Next attribute or next property is that if you want to CC someone, you can say CC, and you can pass the email addresses. If you want to add BCC, you can do the same thing. If you want to add the attachments, okay, so what you can do, you can say dot attachment dot add, and by giving some space, you can pass the path of attachment file here. Okay. So far, I don't want to add the attachment, but I'm writing the attributes so that it will be easy for learners. And if you want to display the emails, what you can do, you can say display also. And at very last, once you saw the email, you need to say send. So these are the properties used. Okay, this much information is sufficient to send an email. Now, whatever the objects we have created in the memory, we need to clean that. Okay, so let's say this is equal to, this is what the application object we created. So we are going to modify that to, so then nothing. Then I will say set I will say nothing. Okay, so this is what our email code. And if I run this, okay, what it says, Outlook application, Outlook app, any spelling errors here? No. Okay. Here you can see that email has triggered out. Right. This is test email and the demo email from VBA, whatever the code I have written here, you can see all the details in my Outlook. So email has been triggered from Outlook. So this is how we can send the emails. But this is about the static emails. And if you want to send the dynamic emails to the list of peoples, So in my next video, I will show you that how we can send the emails to the multiple recipients if the recipients are sitting in one of the column of Excel file. So be stick to the webcam. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day.